Hello. So, Cheyenne, I hope is coming. I just tried using a different browser to see if my camera would work, and of course it doesn't. That one, it shut off and then it never reconnected. So, let's hope we have camera today. Cool. Hiram, go tell her we're live. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. I forget that I'm going live until my alarm goes off, and then I'm like, oh no, and I'm scrambling to find and get us on live and stuff. So I don't know. This time I'm like, we're live right now. Oh no. Hey Linda. Anyway, wondering what people are working on. Have you been working on your Sparkle project? I have one entrance so far that I know of. And my neighbor, I saw in December that she was working on something sparkly, and I was like, oh, hey, if you happen to finish that in January, it would totally count for my make-along that I'm doing. And so she finished it, and I had her send it in to me, and so I have that to enter into our little thing at the end of this month. To me, this month is quite open because we have the something sparkly, or what sparks your interest, or sparking, like reigniting your passion for something, or reigniting interest in a project, or sparking new interest in a project. Like, it's pretty open. And if it sparks your interest, sparks your imagination, sparks your desire to do things, or if it's sparkly, New Year's goals to finish whips, that would work. Lexi's got it pretty open for us. So, Linda, I had seen a project for you. Have you been working on yours? Or did you just not get it sent? Or did I not see it? Or, yeah. I myself finished one. I was thinking it was right here, but now, here's the bag it's in. Have mine done, just need to get a photos to you. Yes. Well, it's only, the 14th today? So you've got a couple weeks to get those photos into me, but I know you're usually very on the ball, so I was wondering where yours was. Anyway, I have to block this. This is what I have done. And can you see that sparkly? Ooh, it's very fun. My main thing I'm working on is a different shawl that is right here. It's knitted. That one was crochet. My needle I stopped mid-row, so my needle is around. And anyway, hello.
Hi.
Your hair is wet.
Yeah, I was in the shower.
Your hair is up.
Yeah, because I was doing my hair.
I tried using a different browser to see if the internet or if this thing would work.
It's not working.
It's not working. I don't know what's going on. Thank you. Do you have a project that you're working on for your magical mouth?
At the moment, no.
Any ideas?
Mm-hmm.
Have you had things spark your imagination or spark your passion?
Yep.
So let me explain to you why we were on the couch. The chairs that we were sitting in, or that Cheyenne was sitting in, super uncomfortable. So that was one reason. I host a thing every morning and I do them here on the couch, so the camera and stuff was just here anyway. And then the other thing is I am currently trying to declutter in my room, and in so doing, I have made a mess.
That's how it typically goes.
We're here on the couch. It is how it typically goes. I really want to get this to where it's not in the middle of a row.
My hair looks silly.
Your hair looks like it's up.
Hi, Brandon.
Oh, look. Brandon made it. Howdy. How you doing? Do you got a Spark project you're working on for us? It's pretty open to a lot of ideas. What's sparking your interest and imagination? I tried to see if Amy would come on and play music today. She didn't feel like it. So, no music today. The couch it is more comfy. The only problem with the couch as far as comfiness levels go is I have this little, it's basically like a folding tray. It's similar to the old metal trays that my grandma used to have, but this one's wooden, so it's like a dinner tray fold-up stand thing. And in order to put the camera where it needs to go and my computer where it needs to go and everything, it's like right here. And so I literally have to
sit
do
crisscross
weird things like this to get my leg to be able to straighten it out and stuff. Otherwise, the couch is very comfy.
It's okay.
It's more comfortable than those chairs.
For sure. Very little is comfortable to me right now.
I can't do anything about that. Oh, shoot.
Bang.
Can you do me a favor and go check on that bread? I put the bowl into the oven with the light on to see if it would actually raise, because it wasn't really raising because our house was so cold.
Our house is cold?
Cold for dough to raise.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I've been cleaning all day because I'm at the house by myself today, but I'm honestly not going to complain because that means I get to clean my way. Good choice.
He's so cute.
Did you hear ShiAnne? She says, he's so cute. So, here's news, guys. Oh, Brandon may have already heard. Yesterday, I was making banana bread. And Amy set the temperature on the oven. And when I put the banana bread in, when it got heated up, I was like, okay, temperature is 325. Amy put the correct temperature. It's great. We're good. Put the banana bread into the oven, and I would say half hour later, it was black as could be on the top and gooey on the inside, and we do not have an oven right now. So today we are trying to make air fryer bread. See how that turns out.
Well, you meaning mostly you.
How did the bread look?
I
mean, it was pretty small. It's like a half loaf size.
Then no difference.
Bring it in and show me. I know what it looked like. Yeah, I forgot about the live, and so I wasn't planning around that for my bread raising. Oh, yeah, that's ready.
It's ready?
Yeah, that's doubled in size.
Okay. must be a very tiny loaf.
It is a very tiny loaf. Okay. We need to oil the little thingy.
Amy can do it.
Start the air fryer on 300 for 4 minutes.
300?
Yep. I will get Amy. Hey, Hiram. Run down and grab Amy and tell her I need help really quick. Let's see. I tried to make sugar-free brownies and they did the same thing. Oh no. You didn't have any eggs. Did your oven break or did they just not work? Mine, so our stovetop, one of the burners, if you would turn it on, it would just go on full blast. There was like no temperature gauge to turn it off. And so we think that's what happened in the oven.
Wasn't in her room.
I did try to shout the
Oh, is Amy in there?
Yeah. Something fell as I shouted.
Okay. What I need for you to do is grease that low pan and put kind of squish down the bread a little bit and kind of form it and put it around in that pan. And then you'll put the air fryer on 300 degrees for 12 minutes, put the bread in, and then it said to just stop the air fryer at 10 minutes and check it. You want to put it in like that because the air fryer has a cool down period if you put 12 minutes. So if you just put 10 minutes and then checked it, it would cool down and wouldn't be getting the full cook it needs to. So set it for 12 minutes, but check it at 10. You got it?
Grease pan.
Uh-huh.
Dough in pan.
Mm-hmm.
And then air fryer for 300 degrees.
Uh-huh.
And 12 minutes, check it at 10.
Which means you're going to have a timer and you're going to have to follow your timer.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right. So he said they just didn't work. We don't have an oven, though. We have a small stove and a big air fryer. See, we don't even have a big air fryer. We have a little air fryer, like a little.
This is the size of
like
it.
Even an 8x8, I think like an 8x8 sheet of paper might fit inside of it.
Maybe. Post shower me, not amusing. It's maybe on par with morning me.
I gotta find a way to remind myself earlier in the day that we're doing lives. Anyway, what
I
do you think we
didn't
can
realize
talk
what
about?
day it was.
Do you guys make New Year's resolutions?
I don't.
I don't either. I make resolutions as in I resolve to change something in my life whenever I feel like it.
I mean, last year I changed my diet, and in doing so solved several health problems I had because I added something that had something in it, I guess, that fixed it. But I kind of slacked at the end of the year.
Yeah.
But that was because a lot of the vegetables went out of season.
Because I think you were adding a lot of antioxidants.
So many antioxidants. I was eating mostly antioxidants. I probably need to find a supplement or something for the winter time.
Yeah, I forgot what day it was. Well, I mean, I remembered it was Wednesday, but for some reason, I still don't have in my brain that we do lives on Wednesday.
Sometimes it's still weird to me that people call me by my real name.
Yeah.
It's been several years since I went by another name, but it's still like...
So it's weird for you for Brandon to call you by your name?
Only on here. When he calls me any other time, except to his brother. When he's talking to his brother, it's weird.
Really?
I don't know why. It's weird. I mean, even Caleb, that's my ex-fiance, he called me by the name I was going by. He didn't call me by my real name.
That's true. That was always weird for me. Anyway. How do you feel about goals?
Goals?
Yes.
As a kid, I hated them. But I think that was partially because of my dad.
Tell us more.
Dad was kind of obsessive about goals and purpose. If you don't have goals that you're striving toward, then you don't have a purpose. And if you don't have a purpose, you are a failure, basically.
Oh, that's sad.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very worldview, yeah.
To me, goals were very restricting, and I'm a free spirit, kind of. And so I did not like that restriction, the inability to choose outside of always having a goal.
Intriguing.
I have dreams. I work towards the dreams, but it's more relaxed. I don't have like a time frame or anything for it to happen. And usually that makes it so it happens sooner than I think it would, than if I was chokeholding what I wanted.
I like goals within reason. Certain kind of things. Like, I have a loose goal to learn the mandolin. I think if I were to set specific, tight, learn this by this date, I probably wouldn't do it. Yeah. I don't know. I like setting intentions.
Intentions, dreams, desires, but not goals.
And I think it's interesting you mentioned purpose, because we've learned so much more about purpose. We've asked the Lord what he calls us. We ask for his identity. And there is a sense of purpose that comes in your identity with the Lord that I don't even know how to explain to somebody. Only people who have experienced it get it. And it's as simply as asking the Lord, what do you want? What do you call me? I mean, that sounds so simple, but if you struggle hearing the Lord, then it's not simple. But if you can hear the Lord, it's simple.
You have to get past whatever traumas and blocks and stuff are in the way of hearing him. Because everyone can hear from him in whatever language or medium is there.
Like songs, images. Sometimes he speaks through other people, through the scriptures.
For me, writing, like, I guess kind of channeling is the most effective way I've found.
It's all fascinating. It's fascinating. Yeah, I find for the first time ever in my life, I just don't care about purpose. It's who am I? I'm the things that the Lord calls me, and that's where my purpose lies. It's been very empowering.
I never really cared about purpose. But then again, I kind of knew who I was. So I haven't learned very much that's new since we've been asking.
Oh, Amy. If we can't get her.
To look.
I don't want to yell because we're on a live call, and
Amy!
Then we'll blow out the mic. Yeah, she didn't actually hear us. She's got headphones on. Hey! You missed our story about how we don't have an oven now. And I didn't get to actually make banana bread. Even though we mushed up the bananas and made banana bread, the banana bread was black as can be on the outside and gooey on the inside.
beats shouting. Who joined?
Lexi.
Oh, hi, Lexi.
So we forgot that it was Wednesday. Not that it was Wednesday, but that the live and Wednesday still are, that they're connected to each other.
I was having a late morning, which is funny because I had an early morning before, and then sometime in between it went. And I was in the shower.
Yeah, if it's not one thing, it's another. It's crazy. And so we're trying to make air fryer bread, trying to get Amy so I can tell her that something, but
She was in here for like 0.5 seconds. Amy!
Because I forgot that we had the live, and so I didn't take that into account when I was letting the bread rise. I need you to, when the timer goes off at 10 minutes, stick the thermometer in the bread. Okay. And the temperature needs to be like 190 to 200, around there. Okay. So at least 190. And then you need to put it on a cooling rack, like take it out of the pan as soon as you can. Okay. Thank you. All the instructions I forgot to give her the last time I was giving her instructions. That's how air fryer bread works. It's like a half loaf. And if it works, I might try half loaf air fryer banana bread, because we have one banana that needs to be used. And I was like, that could make a
I don't like banana bread. For a long time, I tried to convince myself I did, but I think I just didn't want to be left out.
Fair. And I'm sorry. I like banana bread.
I like zucchini bread.
Oh, I do like zucchini bread.
We could get some zucchinis and have zucchini
I am
bread.
trying to make a grocery list. I was going to go do grocery shopping, and then I remembered I had my live.
I have...
And so I was like, oh.
A lot of fruit, like frozen fruit to put on there. I found a recipe online for like high in antioxidant drink thing, and it's
Frozen
Slavic.
Oh.
It's called Wimpot or something like that.
Oh, goodness. You need to update that.
I know. I'll put on the fruits later.
I don't know. So we were talking about how I'm decluttering in my room, so my room is a mess. And the chair that ShiAnne was sitting on was super uncomfortable anyway.
Yep. So, it's comfortable at first, and then after like 45 minutes...
I was thinking like a half hour.
I usually find it about a half an hour. That's usually about how long it takes me to eat. Is a half hour to 45 minutes. And that's with me standing and walking every once in a while to get water or whatever. But just sitting and staying, it lasts about 45 minutes before I just can't anymore. And we do like 2 hours. So.
Why haven't you been able to wake up, and what did you let zap your energy?
You could sniff like something with menthol kind of thing, like peppermint or something.
And is today a dance day? Like, we're back, school started and everything, so school started last week.
I can tell I've been dehydrated because of being sick. While I was sick, I couldn't drink water because it would dry out my throat. And so I got dehydrated, and my skin is very much reflecting that. And so my lips. And you know the rest of me too, probably.
Probably.
But I'm feeling it tangibly because I just got out of the shower.
I'm really frustrated about the camera. And every time I try to Google it, all the answers they give me are stuff I've tried, so it's not like it helps. Oh, she says it sure is. I'm hustling. She's doing the dance hustle. Do the hustle.
Inconvenient timing when you're tired. Sometimes if I cannot wake up or stay awake, it is because I needed like 10-15 minutes more of sleep because I was in the middle of my sleep cycle.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually the reason. Sometimes it is because I am overexhausted before I go to sleep and then I don't sleep enough.
I wish I could know my actual sleep cycle. I know what they say is an average sleep cycle, but I kind of wish I knew my actual sleep cycle.
I wish I knew a lot of things about my sleep.
So how grounded is everybody? Are we all connected to everywhere we need to be?
I'm not in trouble.
Yeah, you are. You're grounded.
For what?
I don't know. But you are. For zapping my energy.
It's not me. I did use your hair products. But you probably could smell that.
Kinda.
The one almost smells like lemonade.
Uh-huh.
I didn't get it finished doing my hair. That's why it's half up. It looked much sillier while it was all down.
You're probably gonna have to wet it or something, huh?
I have a theory on how to deal with this later. I'm going to try it. If it fails, then I know never to do it again.
Hey! Experiments.
I mean, this is enough experimenting anyway. I did what you said that lady on YouTube suggested.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I'm going to like the feeling of my hair.
Possibly not.
But if I manage to get a decent amount of curls, then it's so worth it.
The things that we choose. Do you want your hair to feel how you want it to feel or look how you want it to look?
With this haircut, I would say look how I want it to look because it looks really weird straight.
Okay. Lexi, have you been crocheting anything fun? Especially something sparkly or sparks or to do with the spark theme? I really need to, I need to block it.
Is it harassing you?
Yes.
It
It just nags me. Block me. Till I do it. And then I'm like, okay, fine, you're blocked. Linda says,
I wasn't done.
Working on your second queen size donation blanket. How long does it take you to make a queen size blanket? And what kind of yarn are you using? That's a big blanket.
I like big blankets like that.
You like big blankets, you cannot lie.
They're less likely to come off my feet while I'm sleeping.
That's true. That's why I think I like the one that I got from my brother's stuff. It's because it's so big. I don't uncover myself unless I kick it off. It doesn't come off me.
Heated blanket is like a large or enormous throw size, but it's bigger than a twin in some ways.
Yeah, it's an interesting size. It doesn't fall in the typical blanket sizes.
But it's almost exactly perfect sizing. It could have been a little bit longer because I've had some issues occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
It needs to be washed.
Mm.
Because I've been sick. All of my stuff
Yeah.
needs to be washed because I've been sick.
She's waiting for her yarn to finish her first blanket. I'm really curious about what kind of yarn and how much yarn does it take to make that big of a blanket.
I ate so recently, and yet I'm so hungry right now. Oh my goodness. It looks like scales.
Does it?
Yeah.
Do you guys think it looks like scales? I think it looks like little leaves.
It does on there, but in person to me, it looks like scales.
A lot of time. One is Karen, 1 pound, and it'll be Mandela tweed stripes. How big is a queen? Like, that's just huge. Like, I don't know what the dimensions are that counts.
Sounds perfect to me.
What kind of stitch or whatever are you using? Or do you have a specific pattern? First one is Colorama Halo Perfect Phasing and Mandarin Magenta.
Ooh.
So does that mean it's fuzzy? Because I think usually when halo is in the name, it's mimicking. What's that? What's the stuff? It's wool based, so we don't use it. Well, I don't know if it's wool based or if it's just I have been nervous about it because it could be close to it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Super fuzzy yarn. It's usually very thin, like a 1 weight or something, or lace weight, and then people put it with other yarn, and it makes for fuzzy. A lot of knitters use it. Mohair. Where does mohair come from? Isn't that, maybe it's from a goat? Maybe I'd be okay with mohair. 80 by 90. Yeah, I was thinking that's gonna be pretty big. H.
Mm-hmm.
H-A, like hair. H-A-I-R.
Goat.
It's from a goat. I might be okay with it. Halo is acrylic and has a fuzz. That is one. This one is simply a V stitch. That one is. Okay, so the one that the halo blanket yarn, or the halo yarn, is a V stitch. What about your second one that you're working on now? What kind of stitch are you using for that? 80 by 90.
I might just wait to fix my hair tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Because
block stitch.
My arms are tired. People do not understand curly hair. It is so much work. And it's expensive.
Can be, for sure.
All them products.
Can
and
be,
if you have any issues with your scalp, or you have greasy hair or anything like that, then you have to get special products to adjust for whatever you've got going on. And depending on the different types of hair you have to get different kinds of hair products, and it's really hard to figure out which ones to get before you've tried them.
Because you can't get something that's going to be too heavy, or it doesn't work for some curl patterns. You can't get something too much protein for some. Can't get too much moisture for others. The struggle is real, people. The struggle is real.
I've been having a lot of stress about this, if you couldn't tell.
Something isn't right.
My scalp hurts. Sometimes I wish I had an afro.
An afro?
Yeah, if I had an afro, then I wouldn't have to do it all the time. I could just leave it all fluffy.
Wow.
Eh.
Wow. That's a choice.
Well, you can make cool shapes with the fro. Haven't you seen it?
I was thinking about all the people who were like, yeah, I wish I didn't have an afro.
But you can make cool shapes with your hair. You could be a star or a heart. Or I once saw somebody do a Christmas tree shape.
Wow.
Yeah, you could do fun shapes with your hair.
Wow.
Isn't that awesome? You could be a flower. And from what I've seen, it doesn't take a lot of work either. And it'll stay. And I wouldn't have an issue with volume like I do now. I would have plenty of volume. But no, I have loose curls that are even looser in Utah.
The thing that I think is hilarious about this is that if you'd grown up with an afro, you would be saying a completely different story right now. You would be talking about how you wish you had straight hair or wavy hair or something, and you'd be all like, because they get to have these like smooth, shiny looks. And
it's easier to go from fro to straight hair with an iron than it is to go from this to a fro.
Do you know how many hours they take on straight?
They don't know things that I know.
Hours, girl. Hours. I'm going to cry.
Yes, but I would have to get a perm.
I am going to cry.
Why?
Because it's not working.
Why is it not working?
I don't know. Something's off, and if it's off, it means I have to go back 2 rows.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And I can't figure it out, which means I cannot work on it till I'm not on here because I have to spend time looking at it. Amy, did the bread get done? And there we go. We went black again. You know, we did a video. Did it come out? I didn't even look to see if it came out. I need to go look and see if Lori posted it. We did a video with Lori.
Mm-hmm.
And our screens kept doing the same thing. And it only happens with Restream, as far as I know. I haven't done StreamYard, so I don't know if it happens on StreamYard. But, oh my gosh.
It doesn't happen on Zoom.
It does not happen on Zoom. So frustrating.
We do the same thing with our mouths. But different directions. Actually, I would do it the other direction too, but I have a cold sore. So it hurts the other direction.
I'm sorry. I got tired. I don't know if Lexi made me tired because she came on here tired.
You want me to actually take it out of the pan?
Is it done cooking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, sweetheart.
She clearly does not know how to make bread.
No, because she's in a room. She didn't even know where the yeast was kept.
It's been there for so long. I don't know how she managed that. Even Dad knows where it's kept, and he doesn't live here.
Well, I got one of those packages of yeast that's like a big old block of yeast, like from a bulk thing. And I separated it out and put some of it into a jar, and then I put some of it in some of my bags that I suck the air out of. And they're all in the freezer, including the jar. And I was talking about, I don't know what kind of yeast it is because it's in the jar. And her stepmother was like, "We'll just read the label." And I'm like, "No, I mean, it's in like a mason jar. Like, it's not the package that it came in."
And my dad was like, I could tell you what kind it is. And so he followed me into the kitchen to look at it. So he knows where it's kept. But Amy didn't.
Of course, yeah, but his mom kept yeast the same way.
Yeah, that's the first time I'd ever seen it in the freezer.
Yeah, me too. Now I know it's actually quite a common thing. So, yeah.
Your mom used packets.
My mom did use. She didn't make bread very often, and so if you make it once every 6 months or
We're the
pizza
freezer
once a
yeast
month.
kind of people now.
Yeah, we're trying to get to where we make bread all the time, which is why our oven decided to be a pain. The timing of that sucked.
Really sucked. I wanted rolls.
Well, if this bread turns out that we'll make rolls, and I'm gonna make them in the heart-shaped pan.
Hopefully it works.
I needed to go to the store. I was getting ready to go to the store when I remembered we had our live today.
We almost missed it. I definitely did not want to rush in the shower today. That took all of my spoons, and had I just taken a normal shower, it would have just taken most of my spoons.
Mm-hmm.
But because I had to be fast, I like a power down robot.
I don't understand why it's not working.
What is in the penguin one?
What is in the penguin one?
Yeah.
This!
Don't touch it. No.
It sparkles. I think it looks like feathers, and that's part of why I chose this pattern.
I agree that it looks like
This
feathers.
is Bag a Day half circle shawl. So since I'll probably forget to get the show notes updated with the link, I'll tell you. Bag a Day half circle shawl, and it looks similar to this. I did run out of yarn. I used up all of this yarn. And I was really sad because
it's technically not as big as it was supposed to be.
Did not even make it to the end of this. I was like, as I was doing these shells around, I had like maybe 3 or something, and then it was running out of yarn, and so I was like, ugh. And so I had to undo all of that row. And the frustrating thing is there was a couple places where there was knots in the yarn, and it was being weird. And if none of those knots and the weirdness had been there, I would have had enough yarn to make it all the way across. But instead, I did this little picot border across the top there. But the pattern has the picot border. I would have left it off if I didn't have enough yarn for that. But I had enough to make it over here. But instead, it gets a little picot border. And Linda, I see WH. I don't know what your...
I don't know, something that annoys me.
What annoys you?
A lot of people in the writer community frown upon people who are repetitive, and actually a lot of readers too. So if a certain character or a lot of characters purse their lips a lot, like if that is a frequent phrase that the writer uses, people get upset, or different repetitive things. And I'm like, I click my tongue a lot. Like a lot. I purse my lips a lot. I make different faces a lot. It's such a repetitive action that if I wrote it every single time I did it, people would never want to hear that phrase again. Repetition is really normal for human beings. It is normal for animals. I don't understand why it's so bad to write it. However, if somebody uses the same word constantly, like I had, she had, and it's one of the most common things for them to say, almost as much as they say the, I'm not okay with that. You don't need to be using that same word. There are a lot of other ways to say the same thing.
Alrighty.
Yep. Linda said something.
It's pretty. I got a Hirschner's mill and I want to make another shawl. The cake is shades of pink. Ooh, that does sound pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna have to undo this. I thought I had it figured out and it's still not working out. So I'm gonna have to undo this a little bit and then have to spend some time with the pattern.
Oh no.
And hope that I didn't mess something up.
What did I just come back to?
I don't know. What did you come back to? Did you hear me blaming you for me being tired? That you're energy? Just kidding.
She might have come back to me ranting about what
writers. Oh, she started talking about writers. I feel like I'm so boring today because I'm tired. I don't really have a conversation in my head. I forgot that we were having a live, and that makes a difference. Because I wasn't even like prepared for it. I was like, oh no, I'm supposed to be live today.
So not in the headspace for this right now. And I'm post shower, which makes me really, really tired.
I wanted to see a picture of my bread. Or to see my bread. Is it too hot to bring in? Is it on a tray? Bring it up. If it's on a thingy, bring it so we can show people my bread. I want to see it. Ooh, I came back to the end of the rant. Yes, you did.
I could talk about that topic for a very long time. Different things about the writer/reader community that drive me nuts. That I could talk about for so long.
Can't wait until I can show people my
Oh my gosh, it's so tiny.
Is it warm enough on the inside?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have to try higher temperature, I think, because that's pretty light. That's so heavy.
It's dense.
That's very heavy.
That's really dense.
Oh, I know why.
I want to feel how heavy it is.
I feel dumb.
You didn't let it rise in the pan.
I didn't let it do the second rising.
That would be why.
I want to feel how heavy it is.
Dad's family doesn't understand how important that is.
Oh, the fact that it was just the way that the bread itself felt. Not that it's like heavy, but like it just for bread.
For bread, that's pretty heavy.
It's heavy.
For something that small, it's heavier than it looks.
Oh my gosh, I was having so many problems making it. Period. And then
That's
to forget
true.
a step, I'm frustrated with myself. That second rise
picture.
is so...
Do you want me to
cover it?
lid fell off and that stressed you out.
What?
Do you want me to cover it with a towel?
I don't know.
Okay.
I only have to weave in 2 ends on 4 more squares for my friendship blanket.
Hooray!
Yay! That's exciting. I love it when that happens.
It's so weird. Occasionally I look at the camera and I look like my siblings.
You look like your sibling.
Normally I look in the camera and I think, I look like my mom, or I look like my dad, or I look like one of my aunts. But today I looked at myself and I was looking like a cross between Zach and Andy. And I was like, that's really weird.
Shoot. I know what's wrong with my thing.
What?
I didn't do my make ones in the right place.
Oh no.
Something's. Tell you guys, lifelines. I need them and never put them in. I'm gonna have to frog, and that's stressing me out. Yeah,
Whatever happened to Frederick?
I don't know.
Frederick the Frog.
Frederick Y. Roberto. Yes, he's a frog. He's my frog. I don't know where he is. I think he's playing hide and seek. Maybe he's in Halloween Town. That would be really sad.
Why would he go to that? Halloween Town.
Because
Oh, I know why. Because that's where lost things go.
yeah. Who's the collaborator for February? And do you have a theme yet?
Chef Lori and I were talking about that, and I can't remember if we actually ever came up with a theme or not.
She likes
And
to
I
do
was
beginning of the year things with
Going
us.
to reach out to her and double check with her what we were doing, and then I don't know. I wonder if she reached out in text and not in. Well, I will look and see if she was in my text messages for that, because I know that Chef Lori is going to be the collaborator. And let me see. Okay, we don't have a theme, so I'm going to reach out to her. I'm going to send a text right now. For there. Text sent. And then we'll kind of keep an eye on that.
I don't have any spare eyes.
No spare eyes.
Mm-mm.
Why do you need spare eyes?
To keep an eye on that.
Oh, well, that's a problem
Do you have a spare eye?
somewhere. I can draw an eye on it. ShiAnne has been asked to draw another picture for somebody.
I have?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see how that turns out.
That'll turn out not today.
Not today.
Definitely not today.
Aw.
It'll probably take me a while to do, just because my body has not been up to drawing. Drawing is one of those things I can only get my body to do when it's feeling okay.
Mm. What time is 6 o'clock Pacific time?
6 o'clock. I don't know what it
It's
is.
7. I got invited to be a part of something at 7, so I don't know. I have worn my pretty sweater. I like to wear my pretty sweater to church. And sometimes just around the house.
I like when you wear it to church because I can still do this.
Yeah.
I could not do that this morning.
Oh, yeah, because I was wearing acrylic. Well, half acrylic.
I was really frustrating because I was sitting right next to you and your the end of it kept brushing my leg because I was wearing shorts and I was like, oh my gosh.
You could have said something. I would have taken it off.
No, I didn't want to have to make you go through all that hassle. That's a
Oh
lot
my
of
gosh, I
effort.
totally would have taken it off. Because I only needed it for the first little bit in the morning, like for the first 20 minutes. I would have
By
totally
the time I
been-
sat next to you, you didn't need it.
Yeah. Okay.
Still
My
a lot of
kiddos were
hassle.
teaching their friends about their third eyes the other day. The next thing I knew, I had 5 kids running around poking each other in the forehead. Oh my goodness.
Ouch.
I'm sorry. Did I poke your third eye?
Revenge.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so funny. That is so funny. What were they telling them about their third eyes besides the fact that they're apparently in their foreheads?
A lot of people depict it like way up here. I've always seen mine lower,
Mm-hmm.
barely above, like right here. But they're often depicted higher.
Yeah. My aunt got really mad at
Who's
me one day
crunching?
because that- Cool, honey.
You're loud. Graham crackers.
He's eating graham crackers.
Could you do something for me? I do not want one right now. Thank you, though. Could you get me some water? This had almond milk in it, so it needs to be rinsed out first. Thank you.
Can't believe I put it out. Wait a minute.
I can believe it since you missed a step. It is a lot lighter than I expected it to be, especially being in the air fryer. That is what the spirit sees with.
That's what they told them. I mean, that's Yeah. It's just kind of funny. Some people
Could you rinse it
naturally,
out first?
some people are naturally very
it's
good with using their third eyes. Some people have to take a lot of work, and it's fascinating to talk about. I wonder if I was a kid, if I would have gone around poking people.
I would not have.
You are also raised aware of it,
That's true.
so it wasn't like a new thing for you.
Also, Dad was the kind of person who got really mad if somebody even pointed at his face, let alone poked his forehead.
Especially if they pointed at his forehead, he got mad. That's what you overheard. That's cute. That's fun. That's adorable.
At least they weren't poking each other in the physical eyes.
Yeah, the third eye can handle it.
Mostly because it's inside your head.
In reality, yes. Seriously.
Those giggles were so fulfilling. I have belated reactions right now. It takes about maybe 3 times longer than usual to process the information that enters my brain.
I seriously think you need to be grounded.
For what? What did I do wrong?
You are draining me.
Nuh-uh.
Go to your mind room.
No. I refuse.
Oh my goodness. It doesn't help that the crumbs landed here, but like
Ooh.
it was that they made my skin extra red, so it's probably something I shouldn't have been eating anyway.
Eating.
The things that you may or may not get one of.
There's a thing. What thing?
And there's a thing, grounding and going to your mind room.
No. That's not a thing. You're a liar.
I'm not a liar. That was rude.
You were lying.
I wasn't lying. If I was lying, I'd be taking a nap. I'm so frustrated about this right now.
Obsessing over it will not help you right now. It'll give you a headache.
Especially trying to look at it with my glasses on top of my head.
Yeah, I used to take some... That's what I can read.
Saja, I am not sure how you pronounce that. Meditation class in Salt Lake City. They're doing an online class.
Ooh.
On the 24th. I got invited to a prayer meeting for someone tonight. Huh?
Who?
I'll just tell you Tony is the instigator.
I thought so.
The invitation came from Barry.
That's sweet of him to invite you.
Yeah. I'm really good at holding space.
You are?
We'll see if I choose to hold space for that. Kinson. That'd be cool. Yeah, send us a link. We'll check it out. Oh, that's a great face that I was
There's
frozen
been
in.
multiple.
Oh my gosh.
There's been multiple.
Oh.
I've been watching.
Frozen with my mouth wide open.
I've been having slightly weird freezing faces, but you've had some pretty brilliant ones.
Yay.
Nothing as good as the other day when it was like...
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay.
My face looks really red still.
So goals, we've kind of talked about goals, and now I'm thinking, what are my actual knitting and crocheting plans, not particularly goals. My goal is to figure this out and finish this. But what else? Because right now this is the only project I have going.
What?
I know.
You don't
It's
even have
wrong. Oh, I could pull that out.
my.
I forgot I finished a crochet project. As you were gasping, I was like,
Here
wait a
you
minute,
have
I
my,
have a
and then you're
crochet. I need to pull that out and put that in this bag.
I only thought of it because you were doing the shawls, and I was like, oh, shawls are kind of like ponchos. And then I was like, my poncho. So it was already on the brain, and then you were like, this is the only project I have, and I was like, what? What?
Okay,
You have
I
a
need
project,
to. Okay,
go.
see plans, because plan is now pull out the poncho and put it in my bag so that's my crochet project.
By the time you finish it, it'll be summertime, and I can't wear it.
Very possibly.
Because it seems like it's going to be thick.
Yes, it will, because it's a heavier thing, but that's okay. It'll be perfect for
When it gets colder.
When you're cold and writing. Yeah, okay, so I have a crochet project and a knitting project, and I just have to, I need some motivation to dye yarn.
Murder yarn.
Yes, I need to murder the yarn. I need to murder his socks and make them yellow.
He wants them yellow, yes.
And I need to murder the other yarn so I can put his socks on the needles.
We say that too many times. I think
Yeah.
YouTube will get mad at us.
Oh, we're going to dye them.
That's not much better.
Witness the teacher's children who were like 6 and 4 do Reiki. Children are like natural Reiki people. I don't even know that they would need to actually be attuned, because I imagine they actually come attuned. When Amy was a baby, oh man, we took her to the opening of a crystal shop, because they had like this grand opening celebration thing, and she was little, so we took her. And she was sitting there just like playing with the energy in the air. I was really struggling being there because there was so much energy and so many different types. I was just overwhelmed by it everywhere.
I know the feeling. Energy healing conferences can sometimes be like that.
Yeah.
Malls can sometimes be like
There's
that.
an energy healing conference coming up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I missed the last one.
This one's in Sandy somewhere.
This one does not have a Jamie.
No, this one does not have a Jamie. I have feels about that.
Perhaps it will have henna.
Maybe. I don't know if I'm going. We'll have to look at that. We haven't decided.
I just want to get henna and try henna. I know you don't react, but I didn't get henna, so I don't know if I react.
I'm sure.
I doubt I do.
I'm sure.
But I want to do henna.
I want to do henna. Not to be confused with Hannah. Or hemp. Because for a long time, I would hear hemp and think henna. Or hear henna and think hemp.
That's silly.
I know.
I was thinking if I were to get henna, you would find me an hour later with it on my hands and on my feet and my legs. Anywhere that I could accurately reach without smudging it.
You'll know when she has henna when I come in with my henna things.
And you'll find it all over me.
Yeah. It is pretty cool. I loved it. Like, there was just something so cool about having this art on me that would not be permanent, but still got to last for quite a while. I liked that. I liked the
color that it goes on your nail when you put it on your nail.
I didn't see it on my nail. I've only seen it on my hand.
I've seen it on people's nails. It turns orange. Your nails turn orange. And a lot of people don't like it. Huh?
With both kinds of henna?
Your nails will turn color. They'll stain.
But not always orange.
I don't know. There's some people who mix henna with Hogwood. I think it's Hogwood gel. I don't know actually the name of it right now. But it stains like a bluish, purplish.
Really?
Let me see if I can find
That's
it.
fascinating. What do they like? Do they put it on their hands or their fingernails or? Fascinating. So, what else am I going to make? I still need to make myself another top with blue yarn that I have. I found a pattern that has butterfly sleeves, and I want to make that.
She's putting it in the bag thing. It's the same kind of bag as henna.
Yeah. She's showing me a video.
Mhm.
Okay. Tape down the bag. Yes, get it. I don't need all this
To know the steps so they know that it's safe and stuff. Wow, that's a lot of tape. Blah, blah, blah.
Add a label and
That's the kind of staining it does.
so it's kind of a blackish purple blue.
It's like a really dark blue.
That's really pretty. I want that color. Yep. I don't know if I would be okay with that, but I want that color. Jagua. Jagua.
It's a real tattoo, even though it is temporary. Let's make my super popular Hagwa gel. If you
Hagwa.
Hagwa. Hagwa gel.
Jagua. Hagwa.
That's so cool.
Here's one of somebody doing it.
It looks black at first, but it like is gonna come off like henna does.
Mhm.
That's pretty. What you do? Mix the two.
Mhm.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so what she's showing me is somebody has the Hagwa gel that does like a bluish stain, and they did another section of the tattoo with henna, so it has orange and blue. It's very cool. So the wings have orange in it. It's very, very cool.
And they did it on the same knee that I usually do art on.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get some Hagwa and some henna for a while. And this person combines the two of them to get a like dark color that combines the two colors. Then it'll get closer to black without all the chemicals.
That makes sense.
Because apparently henna does not have safety requirements. And so they can do whatever they want and tell you that it's 100% natural. It's pretty scary. So you want to find some safe sources. They're more expensive than the chemical.
That's one of the problems with finding Rasul clay for your hair, as there's no regulations on that either. So the first time I got Rasul clay, it was actually a red clay, and it was very nice, and I very much appreciated what it did to my hair. The next time I got some, it looked like chocolate, like cocoa powder. It was so dark, and it didn't do nice things to my hair. And then the one I got after that, which was from the original brand, was really white, and it didn't do the things that I wanted to my hair.
What do you have right now?
The white one. And it's very frustrating because you have to like order it online, so you can't even see what color it actually is to even.
I've found a few sources for henna that seem like they will be a trustworthy source because there are people who use their own product. Like some of those videos I showed you, they are some sources that sell it, and they are some people who definitely use it on themselves all the time.
So they're going to be better about it because they're doing it for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see why that would probably be a safer choice. Sometimes regulations are frustrating, but definitely without them, we notice. What are you laughing at?
I'm watching a movie.
What makes me sad is all of the people who don't do the research on stuff before they use things like that. And they end up wanting the black henna, which you can only get actual black henna if you have all the chemicals in them, making it that dark. So they are putting goodness knows what into their body.
Yeah.
You can get really dark stains, but you don't want to use whatever is called black henna. Don't do it. Do your research.
Do your research, man. All right. Well,
Technically, you can get henna powder and make your own henna. But I would only do that if I'm going to be using it frequently. And I've never tried it before, so I don't even know if it's a medium that I will use. I'm sure I probably will, though. Knowing me. I'm almost always going to have something henna on my knee, probably, and on my left hand. Because up to my elbow on my left arm is where I typically do stuff with body art markers, and on my right knee and thigh, and then on my left inner ankle. Those are my places.
yeah, I don't art on myself.
I've always done it. Even as a kid, I was finding markers and pens, and I would write on myself and draw on
That's
myself.
why both your dad and I, about the same time, invested in body art markers for you. I thought it was funny that we both got them for you.
He was like, if you're going to write on yourself, at least do it with something safer.
Yeah.
But I actually think that was his wife and not him who thought of that.
Probably.
Because he's not creative enough to think of that.
So I used to draw on my shoes.
I've been known to do that as well.
And all my notebooks in high school, like my binders and everything, always covered in art.
I got a lot of compliments in junior high for my French book because although my pencil wouldn't show up on my folder, the damage I could do to my folder did. And so I used that to make an Eiffel Tower on the front of my folder.
I remember one of my books, my math book, I think it was. Our teachers had all of us at the beginning of the year bring in paper sacks to do the paper sack book cover things. And for somebody who was bored in class, that was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It was very artly colored because I was bored in class.
I was one of those students who drew on the desks.
I did not. I don't think I did that because if I did it in pencil that I could erase.
I always did it in pencil. I would never damage school property like that. And I usually used a soft pencil.
Back in elementary school, I might have drawn on desks. And then
I liked the way it would show up. And what I really wanted to do, even now still, is take a whole classroom full of desks and line them up and do a mural with the desktops.
That could be really cool.
I've been wanting to do it for years.
That's a really fun idea.
It sounds like a lot of work.
Yep.
It also sounds like something a school would not let me do.
If it was in pencil, I think that why not? As long as you promised that after you got your pictures and showed it off and stuff, you were gonna clean them.
I had a teacher who didn't care if we drew on the desk because she would just go through after class every hour after every one and just wipe them down because she was like, they're going to do it anyway. And I might as well spare the janitors because they'll get mad at me.
I guess after 2020, everybody was having to wipe down all the desks anyway.
Mm-hmm. And she was doing it ahead of time because she was doing it when I was in junior high. I was mad at food.
Yeah.
She was like, go ahead, be creative. At least you're focusing on what I'm saying.
I appreciate that. I remember my oldest child having issues because he was drawing a church and somebody was saying he wasn't paying attention.
I have had many of those same problems.
I even found a study that proved that when you're doing something like art with while you're listening, that you actually get that memory in your brain deeper.
Mm-hmm. That's why if there's something I really need to focus on and remember, I end up doodling usually. Doodling for me can range from normal doodling, like stick figures and stuff, to full-on sketches. It really just depends. Because there was one time I showed somebody like a full-on nature scene sketch with blending and everything, and they're like, that's a great art piece. And I was like, art piece? This is just a doodle. And they got so upset. A doodle? How is this a doodle? What is an actual art piece to you? Something that actually takes me more than a half an hour.
Oh, good thing I didn't have that philosophy. When I was sketching all the time, I could sketch a face in a half hour. Now it would take me days.
If it doesn't feel like effort, then it doesn't feel like anything worthy of anything more than a doodle title. I'll maybe go with sketch now if it meets a certain criteria. But to me, it still feels like a doodle. However, when I do bigger pieces, like on my art portfolio for art class, that was definitely an art piece that took forever. And so much pencil. I was so lucky that I had solid graphite pencils at that point because I could not have finished that piece if I didn't.
I liked your pencils.
Me too. I have one over there. What is your favorite pencil softness?
4B.
Your favorite is 4B?
Yeah.
Wow, that's dark. For regular writing, if I were to do regular writing, my favorite is HB.
Mm-hmm.
I think my favorite
4B or HB.
My favorite, like just sketching pencil, would
2B pencils.
be 2B. Those are 2H pencils.
2H.
I prefer 2B.
2H.
Yeah, I think 2B is my favorite for if I'm sketching, and only can pick one pencil. But I don't like hard pencils, so it's like HB is the hardest I like to go.
My art teacher in high school hated my skill because to him, you should be using different softnesses and pencils and stuff while you're drawing your piece. And he said you should never use a mechanical pencil because you can't get the shading and stuff. And then I would, in my spite, only use mechanical pencil and do better artwork than a lot of my classmates.
That is so weird to me because In my high school class, I never even learned about different hardnesses. I learned about that when I went to drafting class.
We didn't
later.
actually learn how to use them. We were just expected to use them.
But I didn't even realize that there were different hardnesses. Our teacher just taught us how to shade with a pencil, and I think that that's the way it should be done. You can learn how to use multiple hardnesses and the variety, but if you can't take a regular pencil and create a whole piece of art, I think you need to at least experiment. It's like doing grayscale pictures without using lines. It's something that you need to do at least one picture of to push yourself into and the next level. So he felt like that he should actually take time to do a one pencil only study.
I did what I guess you could call a grayscale picture using matchsticks. It was just a doodle, literally a doodle that I was doing. I don't even remember what of, but it was something that just anyone would have drawn. But I was using just shading using matchsticks that were just sitting there because I'd lit a candle and I hadn't thrown them away, so I used them because they were there. And actually, I want to do that again. I want to do like a whole piece using just matchsticks. So I've kind of been saving them up to use them. Some of them got wax on them, though.
That kind of defeats the purpose if they're covered in wax.
I know. I'm going to have to take out the good ones and put them somewhere else.
Hi. We're on live. Lexi's in and out because it's dance day.
I think Brandon left. Either that or he's just listening while he does chores.
Possible. Trying to think what should I do when I finish this shawl for my knitting project?
Throw a party.
That's not for my knitting project.
Why not?
I am frogging the slow way on this because it's got lace stitches and I hate frogging lace. So I'm tinking while we're sitting here. And now I only have to frog one less row.
That's fair.
But I'm so confused. That should have been a yarn over, make one yarn over, but like this should have been two and this wasn't. Okay, we've been on for an hour and something.
Almost exactly an hour and a half. We have 2 minutes. Well, more like 1 minute.
Okay, I think we're gonna go. I have a really hard time when my brain is foggy.
My brain is foggy too, and it's making it really hard to hold a conversation. I don't even remember what the last thing we said was.
Yeah, my brain wasn't foggy until you sat by me.
My brain wasn't foggy until I sat by you, so I don't know what's happening.
I don't know. But, yeah. And plus, I need to go to the store before everyone can make dinner.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So, I gotta get going to do that and stuff. And anyway, thanks for being here. I think I need to find a new day to do these on because for some reason Wednesday just doesn't even click in my brain. So gotta figure that out. Gotta figure something out. But we appreciate you guys. We appreciate you being here, for watching us and listening to us just ramble, because that's what today was. Rambling about all kinds of things, apparently including third eyes.
Apparently including henna.
And writing, and I'm so sad that I still have to frog some more on that. I will be so glad when this is done, just because I think it's so pretty. I think lace work turns out so pretty. And this is just very simple because it just has yarn overs once in a while. So it's technically a lace work, but it's like not really super lacy. But I forget to put in the lifeline, and then I get frustrated and have to undo stuff.
What does that mean?
A lifeline is you can put in a piece of yarn, or I often use dental floss, and you send it through so that as you're working, it holds those. So if you have to frog, you can just rip, and it will not rip past the lines, because the lines hold those loops.
I forgot about that. I remember
Yeah.
you doing that. You went through a lot of dental floss.
I did go through a lot of dental floss, and we had a lot around here from all the little dentist things.
Not
When you
anymore.
take multiple kids to the dentist and they all get little dental floss samples.
None of them floss except me.
Sometimes other people would.
On occasion, they have poor dental habits.
Yeah.
Not that mine are excellent, but we're definitely better than the rest of them.
Anyway, we'll see you guys probably next week. We'll let you know if we change the time for these. And have an amazing day. I got
Bye.
reminded I used to end my creative expression videos with "Remember to let your light shine through your creations," and I haven't said that for so long because I haven't been doing my weekly videos. So I'm going to say it now. Remember to let your light shine through your creations. And we'll see you next time.
Okay, bye.